corner, he was right. And when he got some less talented people, worse people in his corner, he started to fail. He was able to lose focus. So we gonna have to be Custody Amato. We gonna have to be what's my man name from Detroit, Emmanuel Lewis. We gonna have to be his nephew, Teddy Atlas. Oh, thank you, RC. We gonna have to be there for each other. We gonna have to be in each other's ear, encouraging each other, because we're not even thinking about this hurricane thing that's coming. So that's something else our brothers and sisters got to deal with. Robin Gibbons, yeah. It's a lot of it. You got to deal with a lot being a brother or a sister in this world, man. You really do, man. We really do. We dealing with a lot of nonsense. Like I said, you got the police chief in New York coming out talking about he tired of people treating him like thugs. Bro, you at the home of stop and frisk. Yep. Hey, my man RC said Robin Gibbons ruined Iron Man. Hey, man, it's a lot. Zoning laws. Okay, 1 second. My man Jungle Brother just dropped something. Zoning laws are keeping us in a box. Most black landowners can't do nothing with the land they own or live on it. To change that, we must change the power that is the limiting us in only residential ownership. Hey, shout out to Jungle Brother. Shout out to RC, man. I mean, y'all already know. I like when people participate. Big ups to them brothers. You know, it's just the situation that we have to work together, man. We have to work together. We have to get our neighborhoods in order. We have to stop asking for jobs and create them. Again, we have to stop asking for jobs and create them. The reason I bring that up is it's time to restructure our mind state and build economic base so we can succeed. Do y'all understand that there are 1 million nurses needed in the United States of America? So you ain't asking for no job when you're doing a service that is needed. We need to have some type of academic program so girls and young men between the ages of 12 and 16 are being prepped to be nurses. So now you're needed. There are 1 million tech positions that are open right now. Right now. 1 million tech positions. And guess what? It's hundreds of thousands of untrained labor in the prison system. Guess what you can do when you good at tech? Anything. Brothers and sisters in jail for those drug crimes and stuff like that, they get hired in tech. They get hired in tech. They create their own lane in tech. Like J-Ron, 1 nurse for every 300 people. Brothers and sisters, we can fix that. We can come about this nonsense with that alone. But see, this is why we got to go to those committee meetings so we can tell these people to allocate funds for our young people to get trained. And when they get trained, teach your kids to come back to the community and buy the house on the corner. That was my next thing. My brother Jungle Brother took the words out of our mouth. When you defund the police department, you get guidance counselors in the schools so we can tell these, oh, you want to be a nurse? See, I went to what is called a vocational high school. It's defunct now. And they had architectural drawing in my high school. They had auto mechanics in my high school. They had auto body, automotive and auto body. They had tool and die. They had a nursing program. They had business administration. So if you're an entrepreneur, we're going to teach you how to keep the books and things. Like we need to, okay, if y'all don't want to put that in the school, you politicians and Bank of America who pledging all this money, I'm going to need y'all to fund this program on the west side of Chicago, the south side of Chicago. So these young people could go there and get some guidance counseling, get some direction, learn their history, learn the law. Are you argumentative, young brother? You know everything. You do a lot of research. I'm gonna need you to be an attorney. I need you to be a paralegal. You super argumentative. Okay, you need to be an attorney and be a civil rights attorney. See, we have to train the next generation on what to do. No more of this, I'm just glad that you're going to get out of high school. No, you're going to get out of high school and you're going to be an engineer. Are you sitting in front of this TV and play these video games all day? Well, your ass going to learn how to make one. See, people from other cultures take what they kids like music, they put them in music programs, they become musicians, they become self-sufficient. Guess what? The Commodores was a bunch of dudes in the band. I think it was at Southern or Tennessee State. I don't know, one of the HBCUs. They got together and now they the Commodores. And they got Lionel Richie. All you want to be rappers, go to HBCUs, get in the band, create your own beats. You want to be singers, go to HBCUs, get in the band, create cool in the game. See, we no longer do those kinds of things. You sit your behind in front of these video games all day. Create your own video game. Be like the homie, I can't think his name right now. He be on Karen Hunter show all the time. Drew McCaskill. Be like Drew McCaskill and want to create your own game console. You like cars? Become an engineer and create a more efficient vehicle. See, we ain't doing this with our kids. We just glad our kids living. Hey, man, you listen to all these damn Jay-Z records. Listen to the damn man sometimes. 9 to 5 is how you survive. You ain't trying to survive. You try to live it to the limit and love it a lot. No more survival. No more survival. We trying to thrive. We are attempting to thrive. We are going to thrive. No more of this nonsense about just existing in America. If we gonna be here, we finna dominate. I don't want to hear nothing else from no more people talking about we built this place at gunpoint, motherfucker. You built it at gunpoint, at whip point. So now that the guns and the whips gone, let's dominate, take over. No more of this bragging on yesterday, because you can't go back in time. See, we keep seeing these reoccurring things. Our brothers and sisters, brother got found hung in California. Another brother got murdered in Louisville, Kentucky. Pillar of the community. The brother Floyd. This jackass that murdered him had beef with him. But see, we, for whatever reason, have been indoctrinated into this world in which we're scared to be alone. I'm not a separatist, but I do understand the value of having our own. Because I grew up in the era in Chicago. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I didn't see a white person until I became a full-blown adult. I never was around white folks. But you know what? Life wasn't that bad because I went to all black nightclubs. I went to all black after school programs. It was more pride in our community. It ain't nothing wrong with having white friends. Jeremy Cadence, James Devine, Mike Nick. I go through the gambit, man. My man Pat Finn, Mike Flink. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. But if you don't know who you are and you don't have no foundation of who you are, what good do it have to have friends from other cultures? You don't even know who the hell you are, because now you're gonna mimic them and you're gonna lose who you are. So shout out to Carmelo Anthony. I'm gonna say this on the show Tuesday too. Carmelo, he got it. You know what I'm starting to believe? Carmelo Anthony was blackballed for a little while until they put the heat on the National Basketball Association. They put the heat on the National Basketball Association. Then the public outcries was saying, oh, in Atlanta, yeah, 2 cops killed a brother in the Wendy's drive-thru in Atlanta. I heard about that about 2 hours ago, RC. Shout out to RC. Thank you, brother. Carmelo Anthony, I'm starting to think Carmelo Anthony is more powerful mentally and spiritually than even LeBron James. LeBron James is the more notable person. He's the more popular person. He's the person that we gravitate towards. But Carmelo Anthony, for whatever reason, these people are scared of. I partially got some of it figured out. The reason people don't like Carmelo is this. Our brother Carmelo is servicing two cultures. He's Puerto Rican. I think his pops is Puerto Rican. His mom's is black. He could have just grew up as a brother. Like, hey, yeah, man, I'm a brother. You know, I'm helping out the brothers. I was born in Brooklyn. I grew up in B-More. It is what it is. I'm helping. But you know what he did? While we weren't looking, Carmelo Anthony went down to Puerto Rico, started hooking up the Puerto Ricans. He forget his heritage. Not saying that LeBron James forgets anything, but you never hear about Carmelo Anthony doing for everybody. He do for his folks. My man RC said a lot of NBA players are considering sitting out this season due to what's going on. Hey, man, exercise your power. Carmelo Anthony is telling young brothers to go to HBCUs. Do you know the type of power shift that was? See, I referenced this movie, Lost Boys. And y'all might not be able to follow me today. The alarm might not go off today on what I'm saying. But when you watching TV or sitting back, hopefully it'll go off later. 83, 84 was a movie called The Lost Boys. It was about vampires. And one of the rules about the vampires was a vampire had no reign over you unless you invite him into your home. Carmelo Anthony mentioned we need to go back to HBCUs. And our brother Shannon Sharp, big ups to brother Shannon Sharp. I got mad love, mad respect. I don't agree with everything he say, but I got mad love. Got mad love for the brother Big Shay. But Skip Bayless did something that I equated to the Lost Boys thing. Skip Bayless was like, hey, we've done all this stuff to integrate and things of that nature and make everything better. And now you guys want to go back to integration and separatism? Or you want to desegregate? And Shannon gave the proper answer. He didn't punk out. Don't know. Because I know how people think. Are you trying to say Shannon punked out? You trying to say that? No. I'm not. But he gave the politically correct answer. He did get a politically correct answer. He said no, but it gives the HBCUs an opportunity. But, hey, man, what's wrong with that? We in the country, like Deshaun Watson, talk about this more, him and a couple other big-time ball players from Clemson, they said that they mentioned their high schools when they announced on TV because they don't want to rep Clemson. Because a lot of these brothers are being called niggas, being discriminated on campus, and they understand the position that they have is only because the position they have in society on those campuses is only because they can play ball well. So they understand they're facing that discrimination head on. And they don't rep Clemson. But you know what? It's an embracing on these HBCU campuses. It's an enrichment. You walk through the halls of Morris Brown University, you see Willie Brown and other George Atkinson and other people like that. You go to Grambling, you see Doug Williams and Eddie Robinson. You go to Winston-Salem State, you see Big House gangs. You go to Morehouse, you see Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and all these awesome people. You go to Spelman and you see, I think, Coretta Scott King and others, Oprah Winfrey, Tennessee State, and so forth and so on. You see all these great people who look like you, these professors who actually give a damn about you that look like you. It's a certain amount of power that comes along with that. A certain amount of power that comes along with that. So, yeah, we want to go back to those institutions because then when you someplace where you loved and you're enriched and empowered versus some places that you're tolerated, it's different when you different type of education you receive, and then we back in business. Oh man, they ain't gonna find me in the NBA, boy. Like Shannon Sharp said, his coach told him, if you good enough, they'll find you. They found Scottie Pippen at the NAIA school. I don't want to get on the sports kick, but it's Division 1, 2, 3, junior college, NAIA. You don't need to get a damn scholarship at NAIA in most instances. They figured out though, right? But, you know, I think, and the reason I brought up the Lost Boys is because